The release of Baldur's Gate 3 is right around the corner at this point. I am seriously excited. I can't wait to sink probably hundreds of hours into this game, if I'm being quite honest with you. But we don't have it yet. All we have access to right now is Larian's early pre-release build that you get when you pre-purchase the game. So that's what I've done. We're going to take a look at this thing now. I've had one very brief run through ahead of time, so I'm kind of familiar with combat systems, and I'm not going to stumble over myself too much while I'm demonstrating it to anybody interested watching this video. We're also going to take a little bit of a look at like the first hour of gameplay and also character creation in a very brief manner. Not going to go into it in great detail like I will undoubtedly on day one, where I think character creation is going to take me about the first 3 hours of gameplay, if I'm being honest. So let's have a look at this first cinematic and get stuck in. It's like a motif of an illithid just above there. A great big long shadow. I have to say that Larian have made such beautiful cutscenes for this. Alright. Reaching in and grabbing a illithid tadpole, I do believe these are. Would be a cute little guy. If they didn't do this. Oh joy, looks like we're next. There you have it. So it's on with character creation now. So your first tab on here is literally your origin. So you've got a multitude of backgrounds that you can pick from. You can name your character also here, and you can also select to play an origin character if you would like. These of course aren't available in early access just yet, but when the game releases, they of course will be. So it's important to note as well that you should probably look at choosing a matching background for your character based on what kind of race and class you're gonna play. So it would make sense, let's say, if you're playing a bard, you might want to go with the entertainer background and the background features that will give you. So in the entertainer's case, that would be acrobatics proficiency and a performance proficiency too. I think in this case, I'm probably going to play a barbarian for this little run through. So I'm going to go with the folk hero. That seems to make sense. I realize it's blocked by my webcam, so I'll just read it out to you. You're a champion of the common people, challenging tyrants and monsters to protect the helpless. Saving innocents in imminent danger will make your legend grow. And the background features for that are animal handling proficiency and survival proficiency too. Seems fine to me. I'm going to go with a dude, I think, so I can kind of get into character a little bit more and take a brief look at the different races. Each race, I think most races have sub-races, by the way. So let's say, just for example, the elf, you can be a high elf or a wood elf in this case. And there are actually differences as well there beyond just the visual appearance changes. High elves, for example, have access to cantrips, whereas wood elves don't, but they do have a different set of sub-race traits. So again, probably a little bit of planning ahead of time. Might shave a few hours off the character creation process. At least that's what I'm hoping. So we have elves, tieflings, drow, humans, of course, Githyanki, dwarves, half-elves, halflings, and the mighty gnome. I think to keep this brief, I'm probably going to go with a... He looks cool. A shield dwarf. That's the subclass I'm going to go with. You can customize your appearance a lot on this game, luckily. And the graphics on it are absolutely beautiful. So these little details, you are probably going to see them on cutscenes when you really get stuck into the game. So spending some time on this again, getting a character you're happy with, going to be one of the key features, as it always is with games of this nature. Probably going to leave him just as he is, as Larion intended. Now the classes. Let's take a quick look at these. So as you can see, you've got the Barbarian, the Bard, the Cleric, the Druid, Fighter, Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard. It's packed. It's an absolutely packed layout. So each one of these as well, you can have sub-classes also, and you can multi-class in this game. So you could start off as a Rogue and then multi-class into being a Fighter, as I understand it, which is pretty cool. For me, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm a simple guy, simple needs. Barbarian. That's the way for me. You can also, if you should wish, spend your own skill points too. Just going to go with whatever Larion has decided for the initial Barbarian experience, and we're going to also go with the ability points as they are. Venture forth.
Who do you dream of at night?
And now I ask you, who do you dream of at night? Well, bit of an awkward question. But you can see you can choose now a counterpart, I would assume. I don't really know how this is going to fit into the game. I think we're going to choose a nice shield dwarf maiden for our main character here. And again, you can go ahead and change everything you'd like about this, but for the sake of brevity, let's get into it. So it seems to pick back up right where the previous cutscene left off. We've just been implanted with a mind flayer tadpole. Not great. It's opening up the front of the illithid ship now. Pretty cool cinematic, really, so I'm just gonna mostly shut up and leave you to it. The sense of scale of this thing is awesome. So as you can see, whatever it touches, it's kind of disintegrating and then re-integrating them inside the ship in those cages. Ship reminds me of a Nautilus, if ever you've seen one of those. This chase scene's awesome. way to a crash landing. By the look of things. Narrowly avoided. Hype. Yeah, I'm all about it. There's a lot of imps. Sick. Right, it looks like we're going to get into it now. Now, admittedly, it did take me a few minutes to get used to controls in this game, in terms of camera movement and that kind of thing. I'm sure it's able to be fine-tuned to your liking, and you're probably going to get used to it anyway. For me, I'm finding using Q and E pretty good. Just the normal click to move for my character. You'll note most things when you mouse over them are interactable in this game, and you can just bring up a right-click menu and see what you can currently do with any item that you've highlighted. Smack things sometimes like that, probably not advisable. But it's good to see, you know, we have destructible environments and as well as environmental hazards as well. So you can see if I mouse over, let's say, these fiery patches, you can see it's going to deal 1d4 fire damage to me per turn.
Dead.
Walk into that. So let's use this restoration pod.
I feel better.
Get that health back that we lost from smacking the little tadpole chamber. You can see as well you have full control over the camera angle too. You can zoom right in, zoom out, get that overhead feel, and with A, S, W and D you can also move the camera around the map quite a lot. Up to, let's say, this little beast up here. So I'm just going to center the character. You can do this just by double clicking on your character portrait.
Devilkin, am I in the house?
Let's get on with it. You'll know most things are lootable and should be looted. It's one of the one of the best parts for me. I think it's just checking everything. I know not everybody plays like that, but I certainly do.
Release us.
Alright. What's going on here then? This one hairy back, my guy.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place, you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please,
So
before they return.
just behind the scenes there, you can see it did a perception roll for my character, which he passed. You sound afraid. Why?
The enemy. So many enemies.
Notice the tears streaming down this guy's face. Who am I talking to? A man or a brain?
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
Another kind of behind the scenes role just happened there for Arcana, which again passed. Getting kind of lucky with these rolls, I guess. We'll keep going with it a moment. I think you passed the point of saving. Tell me what to do.
Remove us from this body, from this case. Free us, please.
You try an investigation roll. Inspect the exposed brain. So you can see, when you actually get to a skill challenge like this, you get a dice to roll. And that is a fail. Right down to a 1. Damn.
Apart from this strange context, you notice nothing unusual about the brain.
And then what happens next, what actually gets read out by the narrator, follows effectively what happens on these rolls. I think we'll go with a strength check for this, so break the skull. That's going to pass. So we rolled an 8, but we've got a +3 modifier on strength. Okay.
The brain lifts from the skull. Do you notice an opportunity?
All right.
You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
Nah. I just don't think it's in keeping with what I'd want to do, so we're going to spare this little monster. Doesn't look so little, all of a sudden.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
What's at the helm?
The brain tenses, as though querying an unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm.
I helped you once, but that's all I can do.
Do nothing for me. Do everything for us.
This thing's creepy. I'll go, but not with you.
You are us, friend. Friend.
I think the character's face said it all then. Like, yeah, I'm not like you.
You are.
No, you have to stay here.
To our friend. Our friend who saved us.
Okay. So, that's that. Severely mutilated poor dude there. Murnath. Ooh. Cartilaginous chest. The flesh-like lid of this rubbery container seems to quiver when touched. Chest, effectively. That's pretty cool. Go ahead and back on our merry way. So you really could take your time with this. Explore every nook and cranny, which is probably what I'm going to be doing, to be quite honest with you. You'll notice sometimes as well when you come to, let's say, an area like this, you may need to do a jump action, so you can just click the jump action on your bar or hit Z, which is the hotkey for it, and get across an otherwise impassable gap. It's pretty cool. Now, I've noticed when I was testing this out before, you can also do that kind of thing, as you would expect, in combat and save yourself quite a lot of pathing time too. Let's just take a moment to appreciate this background, though. That's so cool. What that thing is in the distance.
Abomination.
Well.
This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles.
I
Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword.
guess I can understand
Face
why
seen
she
through the
left us in the
strange
pod now.
woman's eyes.
She kind of probably thought we were already too far
What
gone.
is this? Skvar, you are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive. Imps block the path forward.
These character
You will
models are
assist me in destroying
phenomenal.
them. We must reach the helm before we transform.
Transform? What do you mean?
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape,
Got a
unless
journal
we are
update
cleansed,
from that.
our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
Onward then.
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Alright, nice. So we can see there's imps over there to attack.
Not now.
We can also,
We must go to the helm.
once again, try to speak to people if you wish. Let's go ahead and just do this since we clicked on it. Who are you and why are you helping me? I'm expecting some snark.
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
And she delivered.
Now move. You are wasting time.
Hard not to ask
Control over
questions.
the ship.
Why the helm?
Or do you wish to die here?
Very well. We're about to enter our first little bit of combat. We've got the drop on them. You can see the order of combat is determined at the top of the screen right there. So a roll is done for your character and every other character in play. And at the top of the round it's going to be an imp followed by our Githyanki friend. 2 more imps and then it'll be our turn as well. So you see that's getting explained. Each turn you can take 1 action and 1 bonus action. You can also move. Roll of the die decides turn order. This is called initiative and is influenced by your dexterity. So very high dexterity characters are able to add that to their initiative roll, so they get to go very often first in combat. Your actions are identified by the dot icon. Click this icon to show your available actions. More on that in a moment. And bonus actions are smaller or quicker actions you can perform on top of your regular actions. They're identified by the triangle icon. Click this icon to show your bonus actions. And also we've got the movement bar. So this little blue bar around the edge shows you just how far you can go. So as I move around, you can see the Githyanki's kind of movement getting spent, and the maximum we can go currently is about 9 meters in one move. But should you wish, you can also use a dash and kind of spend what would be your attack action in order to travel that little bit further. This is good enough though. She's got a ranged weapon, so I'm going to get close, equip the ranged weapon, and just go for a normal shot, which unfortunately missed. Once you're finished with your turn, whatever you've actually determined you needed to do, end turn. Those kind of didn't get to do anything as they're still in a state of surprise. And now we can go ahead and enter combat with our main character. So I've just taken an attack movement there, but I've still got some movement left. I could use this to reposition, loot should I wish, or also take kind of a extra action such as try to hide, shove a character nearby, or dip your weapon into a suitable surface. Cool. So it's just going to teach us a little bit about melee and ranged weapons right here. So use a melee weapon for enemies near you, of course, and a ranged weapon for enemies further away. So in this case, I'm just going to get a little bit closer. And I'm going to try this 85% chance to hit ranged attack on the imp. That hit, and we nearly killed it. It's just got 1 health point left. I think now we're going to use the rest of our movement to get a little bit closer. End the turn. Now, our dwarven boy. Let's try a jump action up to the top if we can. Not enough space to finish that. Oh, we got there. That's quite cool. And now we can actually do another melee attack against this top imp. And completely chop him in one. Nice. So now we've still got some movement left over. I'm going to head down and hopefully take the imp's ire the next turn. Which we did. Characters in the same party that are next to each other in the initiative order can act at the same time. That's pretty cool. Let's finish this guy off.
You prove
Try
surprisingly
to
adequate.
loot. Take that.
Now, to the helm.
More things all over the floor. There's just stuff everywhere you look in this game to be looted. Which is how you want it, let's be real. Not that we need it, but we'll just get Lae'zel, that 1 last health point that she lost. Start heading up a little bit. It's like the red dragons making a serious dent on this thing now. Nearly a dent on us too. Knocked us prone.
We don't want to spook on it.
Alright, go ahead and take a look at some of these guys, see if there's anything interesting to loot.
I'll lend a hand, won't you, love? There's a rat in the kitchen. 10 red rats. And they're flying and they're clawing.
The mind flayers have already enthralled him. Leave him, or we will share his fate.
Well, I think we have to agree. Poor dude is toast. Now it doesn't look like this imp is actually trying to attack us for some reason. It's just kind of floating in midair. I think he's bugged. I'm gonna mouse over him, he's showing us flying, but he's 0 health. Oh well. Game of this scale and size is gonna have some bugs. Nothing of interest. A little bit of gold, we take that.
Boo got me! Got me! Got me! Right in the gut!
These lines, the delivery is so good. Ooh, copper ring worth 20 gold. Can't complain. We've got a few enemies over here, another opportunity to get into some combat. Let's go ahead and see what's what.
Just need a moment.
I wonder if I can demonstrate something that you can do here. So if we try a shove action, let's say. So I'm going to spend my movement getting close to this imp. He got an attack of opportunity on me. Just ended the imp that was nearby because I've turned my back to him effectively while retreating. But with the shove action, you see we've got an 85% chance there to push this imp out of combat straight off the edge. Which turned out fine. I like that. I love the fact that you can do that kind of thing. really quite cool. I'm going to make sure my character's facing him. And then we're going to take over with Lae'zel. And hopefully finish off with 300 in. And we do. Neat. That's the end of it, so we can pick back up now with our character. Go ahead and try and loot these guys. Obviously we don't get to loot the guy we kicked over the edge.
I think I'll go to bed early.
Nothing really of interest there, but we'll take it. All the same. Alright, so be careful to not run straight through the middle of that fire. You can see there's some combat going off inside of there. If you just check where my mouse is. Commander Zalk is fighting a Mind Flare. So, break that membrane. No quick save. I guess I've heard from other people one of the best things you can do really in this game is make sure to save really frequently. So each of these, let's say these sigils on this console, we could either interact with these buttons without knowing what they do, or we could check the sigils first,
Mystery.
make a check against it. So a character with particularly high arcana would have a much better chance
Aggression.
of figuring out what all of these say. So the middle one is aggression. And we don't know what the opposite two are, unfortunately.
The man isn't dead, but he's totally unresponsive.
Nice teeth.
Life flickers in his eyes, but he seems totally unaware of his surroundings.
Again, for all the things that the Illith would get up to, it seems their dental package is on point.
You! Get me out of this damn thing!
We have
Maybe
no
being
time
a
for
thrall
struggles.
isn't so bad after all. So, interestingly, the first time I checked this out, I was on a bard, and I didn't, of course, have this option here, number 4, Barbarian. So, a class-specific option, grip the pod's lid and pull. Pretty cool. It's entirely up to you what you do, of course. You could just potentially leave. Okay.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend
Don't know
to
if we just
die
made a
for
behind-the-scenes
stranger?
strength check that failed there. So now we are going to try it with a strength check, I guess. Barbarian, don't give up. Tear this thing open. Let's try it. Alright, fingers crossed. Yes, that'll do it. 22 total. With a difficulty class of 10, we've smashed it. So let's see how this actually plays out. Nice. It's weird how much like a standard game of D&D this feels.
Done for.
I have actually played a fair bit of D&D in my time. Mostly
I thought that damn
DMing,
thing was
but
going to be my coffin.
a little bit as a player too.
Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
You keep dangerous company.
I wonder if that would have played out differently if we told the Lae'zel Gith lady to sling her hook and go her own way. Did you feel that just now? We were in each
I
other's
did.
heads.
It must be because of those parasites they put in us. They'll have to wait. I need to get off this ship alive first. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Alright then, let's get going. I'm Tav.
Shadowheart. One moment.
Very cordial. What the heck's that thing? I wanna ask. But
Fine.
Now is probably not the time.
Let us make for the helm. We've wasted enough time already.
Yeah,
She's
agree.
right. Lead on.
Yeah, when I actually did this on the Bard, I had to find a key to go into that console over there. Wonder what happens if we explore that now.
Skra. How many hosts of
Nope.
these gay infected?
Non-hostile.
A dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
She does not look happy. Can't seem to do anything with it. No barbarian specific action. Maybe try and pull the front off again. But you see, we've got an elaborate key now.
A key? For what?
Let's go for it. Place your hand on the console. Sorry.
Cane char.
Alright, so it seems
Changed at the pull of
that
a
gas or
lever.
whatever it was
How?
accelerated
If we are
that
not
transformation.
purified, this may be our fate.
His bloody beard. I'm not waiting around for that to happen to us.
Alright. Leave this little dude be, I guess. Doesn't seem to be looking for a fight. An elaborate reliquary. Made of precious stone and covered in gold, this chest is both sturdy and pleasing to the eye. Let's open it. So, an eldritch rune, onyx, and gold.
But for what?
So as I said, we happen to know in this case. Over on this console is where you would otherwise normally use it. Before we go, let's have a play with the buttons, I suppose. Why not?
Not now. We must go to the helm.
Agreed. But you were in the way, so I clicked you. Alright.
Fool!
Okay. Middle button, left button, I guess different outcomes based on which one you click first, I suppose. A quill. See what this guy had on him. Probably not much, I imagine, but a little bit of gold, another quill. We'll take it. Better than nothing. Now, everybody is mostly healthy. I'm just missing 1 health. Well, let's make use of the little healing chamber.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Cane yank.
She got a point, you know. Quite cool. Cerebral aquarium. You can really take a look around if you wish as well, by a combination of, you know, camera movement, zoom, controls.
Shouldn't have wished to live
Get straight
more
back to your character.
interesting
Just double
times.
click on his portrait, as we mentioned before. Right, let's go. Some scrapping.
Connects the nerves of the transport.
General updates. Escape the Nautiloid. That's why it looks like a Nautilus. It's called the
Do it.
Nautiloid.
We will deal with the gate after we escape.
Alright, combat begins. Top of the round. Looks like we're using Shadowheart. So, try and get the camera where I can see it.
On I go.
Let's head in just a touch. And I think we're going to use her evocation cantrip, Firebolt. Only a 60% chance on the Hellboar, but an 80% chance on the Imp. Nice. And her turn.
We need to get out of here now.
Ooh, a miss. I'm gonna try to shove this thing away before we end that round. Well, the Hellboar's still got full health, so let's finish off the Imp if we can. Alright, luckily we did. And I'm gonna try and move her
Taking position.
across around to the side. I guess there's a chance there if I'd have moved closer to the Hellboar, maybe would have got an attack of opportunity on that thing if it goes ahead and tries to attack our friends, but we'll see. Missed opportunity perhaps. We've only got a 65% chance for this main hand attack to work. I think we'll try the cantrip. Alright. Good. And we're going to move her on as well. Should have took a better path than that, because as you can see it got an attack of opportunity. But I'll finish my move after completing my movement.
At the ready. You've made a grave.
Ooh, I can't seem to hit. I think we will rage. For now. Get into a raging state and end our turn.
Lethal.
Try and take out this Imp. That did some poor damage. Another attack of opportunity. I think we're going to finish her turn by drinking a potion. Get back to full health. Now Shadowheart has got a good chance. 85%. Landing with this and finishing that. That's good. Gonna end her turn.
If this ship hits the ground, we're dead.
Alright. One and done. That's what it's all about. You like to see it.
With haste.
You go ahead and end my turn at that. Now,
no time to waste.
I actually killed this guy on my bard, and he dropped a really nice sword. So I'm tempted to try and do it again and see if it's something I can use on my barbarian. Let's give it a go. Why not? Oh, a critical hit. So she'll just rolled a natural 20 there. Nice. I'm going to use the last of her movement to get behind the Mind Flayer, I think. Who's currently friendly to us. Let's just change our camera facing a little bit, get a better look over the battlefield. We've only got a very low chance of actually hitting with a main hand attack. An even lower chance with the Firebolt. Guiding Bolt's a bit better, 40% chance. Still a miss. All the same, no matter. And I think we're going to finish this turn by, as daft as it sounds, bolstering the Mind Flayer. Let's help him survive a little bit if we can, because he's acting right now as our tank for the party. And he does some really serious damage against the commander.
I need to find a way forward.
I wonder if I can finish my move doing anything worthwhile. Not really, unfortunately, so that is that. This may end my rage, unfortunately. Got lucky there with that strike. Just try a main hand. Nope, no luck. Yeah, my rage did end. That was a bit of bad planning on my half.
Can't slow down.
No matter. Good hit. We're really ripping through his health pool now.
Time to strike.
Think. Yeah, our ranged attack's a 30% chance to hit, and if we moved, we'd have a 40% chance. So I'll take that actually. It's a little bit better. Alright, end our turn at that. Another miss from Shadowheart, unfortunately. So he's trying to command us to
Ignore the devil.
bugger off,
Take the
effectively.
transponder.
Nah, you're alright. I've got other plans.
And lethal.
Cool. He's definitely going to die. We've got him down to 3. I wonder if I can finish the pommel strike still on her turn. That's a miss, unfortunately. Oh, Shadowheart, couldn't you have swung that little bit harder? Another bad miss. It's not going my way. And another miss. Oh no. So we've got Cambions entering the fray now. We've just used dash to travel double distance in their turn. So we've really got to wrap this up soon. I guess concussive smash, no better. Fireball's worse. Let's just go with the main hand attack. And she finishes the job. Look at that XP as well, 150 XP for that. Damn. So we're going to use the rest of her turn now to actually start making some movement towards the helm.
It's clear. Hurry before they strike.
Because I don't really want to get into a scuffle with these Cambions. End Shadowheart's turn. He's taking over now, fighting those for him. And yes, it did drop again. I guess that's a given then. Always drops. It's an upgrade. So, yeah, we take those. That's good. Gale mail, medium armor. Alright. No complaints. Worth the extra effort. Even if we did have to heal an Illithid. I spit.
Victory awaits.
Alright, let's move up and start getting out of the way. She can successfully land a ranged attack, surely. Only just. Alright, let's try to finish the job on these. A little bit more XP. That was great.
On my way.
I could, I think, probably just run by these, but if he can hold those off for a little longer, he's got 20 health remaining.
Waste a step.
I reckon we should give him a bit more XP. Ooh, not too bad at all. We'll run up to this one, but being careful to not go by it and trigger a attack of opportunity once again. We'll have Shadowheart start there. He's gonna die any moment, unfortunately. That's a hit. We take those.
Light on my feet.
Forward. Before
My fault on the path in. Well, let's get this thing finished. Nice.
My path be true.
She's just not quite close enough to interact. Perfect. These guys may be able to reach us. That's close. That is close. I should have the option to dash and make it for sure now with Shadowheart. She can go ahead and click. So we're going to spend our action and get that extra distance we needed.
In time.
Yuck. Thing looks sticky. He's holding on. Ouch. This is playing out slightly differently because I've clicked it with Shadowheart. Could have sworn it didn't look quite like this when I was doing it with my bard. That's really cool. The amount of replayability I reckon that's in this game is phenomenal. All right. After a brief load, let's see where we're at. I think it's worse for wear. A little bit of texture pop in present. Things finally finished loading. Probably welcome a smack on the head. Save you from being conscious through that. Nice. Something saved us. Don't know what. Cool. So, we have indeed leveled up. We've got an absolute chunk of XP from fighting that demon. So let's go ahead, once this save is finished, and click the little level up button. Good to me. Reckless attack. We've just got ourselves a new move. You'll love to see it. So let's pick up now and start looting everything in sight. Camp supplies. So this is another general tutorial. Certain items such as food can be used as camp supplies. You'll need camp supplies to regain hit points and spell slots during a long rest. I do believe if you don't have sufficient camp supplies, your long rest doesn't kind of work as effectively. You only get like half your health back and things. Shadowheart there, still clutching that thing. So depending on what you wanted to do, you could perhaps try and reach for that. But we'll just try and wake her up. Be a good guy. God, his hands are big. My dwarf.
Alive. How is this possible?
Doesn't matter. We made it.
Seems like we're the lucky ones, judging by all the corpses strewn about. I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
I like the expressiveness on the characters' faces. They don't seem to have a bad case of, you know, like BioWare face. How Mass Effect was and things like that. Do you have any idea where we are? No, I think we'll just wonder what's to do next. So now
First
what?
things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads.
Indeed. We've got bigger fish to fry. Continue. So, cinematic pending. There should be a cinematic for this, I guess.
We need each other, and we both know what's at stake. I can't think of better company.
As you can see, we're still just in early access. But not for long. Alright. Let's get moving. I know.
One thing.
No reason not to.
Just before we go, I wanted to thank you again for freeing me. It would have been all too easy for you to
Shadowheart
run right past my
approves.
pod, but you didn't. I'll remember that. Lead the way.
Yeah, buddy. Nice. Click on a portrait to control the character. Drag portraits apart to split the party. Simple enough. There's your party view on the side. So, just want to
Whatever
click
comes,
Shadowheart a moment
ready.
and level her up. So she has turn undead now. And invoke duplicity as well. Summon an illusion to distract your enemies. Very nice. So you could, if you wished, run around and do your exploration as Shadowheart, but I think
Still alive.
I'm going to go back to Tav. Good old Tav. And start looting some pork loins. Okay, gonna have a good check around. Close camera is really beautiful for this kind of thing. A little bit harder, I think, to control exactly where you're going. You're so zoomed in, but seems to be a satchel. Some
There
kind
must be a settlement nearby.
backpack. Gold, apples, and water. Everything a man needs. A bit of a shanty. I'll spare you. I'll not read that one aloud. Alright, it seems like we're having a bit of trouble mousing around when we're too close. A perfumed letter. Still legible, in spite of water stains and smeared ink.
Put up a fight by the looks of it. Not that it mattered in the end.
All these barrels and things. You really could
Wouldn't wish that fate on anyone.
dive in, and I will dive in and loot every single one of these on release. A bit more gold, a little bit more food, but okay. I'm sure you get the idea. I will spare you going through absolutely everything as much as I want to.
Don't get that open easily. Maybe there's another
There's
entrance.
another entrance, alright. You could have a go at lockpicking.
With a flick of the wrist.
Got some thieves' tools and a +1 with our dexterity. But the difficulty class on this thing is 20. So we're going to need either an 18 or a natural 20 to kind of do this thing. 18 or better. And there you have it. What's the chances of that? Incredible. Unlocked. Let's go. Dank Crypt. My first time seeing this.
This place wasn't. Watch how you go. There's a trap.
Gas pits. Beware of gas pits which spew surfaces or clouds. Cover them with sufficiently heavy objects. So I wonder if I could leave Tav stood here a moment.
Let's get on with it.
And maybe I can't tell him to stay, I don't think. Never mind.
No time to rest.
Control Tav and move this thing if we can. Throw item. Wonder if it's gonna break? No. Oh well. Worth a try. Random bone. I think we'll leave you intact, good sir.
Trap. Be cautious.
Ooh. So a character with higher perception or just luckier rolls, would have seen that trap.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Another one. A button. Do we press the button?
Step carefully. There's a trap.
Okay. Can we go around this side? Oh, this is another trap hidden. Alright. We're through. I want to check what's in this sarcophagus. Short sword. Which reminds me, by the way, we could equip that new sword.
Something the matter?
Actually, no. I just clicked you by accident. Sorry. Need to find out how to get into Tab's inventory.
Looks like a trap there.
Which is not immediately obvious. No matter. I think let's continue to try and move on.
Trap.
Heavy oak doors. And no doubt a ton more traps. That looks something like we should investigate though. An opulent chest, medium toughness. This exquisitely crafted chest, ornamented with gems and lined with cushioned velvet. We haven't seen the inside of it yet. Is fit for storing the finest treasures. Very well. But is it trapped? Roll for perception. Just some gold. Okay. Better than nothing. Check this one. It's definitely the Holy Grail. It's gotta be. Gilded chest. Really is worth having a good look around and mousing over everything. Ruby ring. Ruby, like a drop of blood, sits at the center of this ring. Worth 50 darn gold, that thing. So we're faced with two options here. Heavy oak doors or the ornate door. Try the smaller one. Where's this bloody treasure? Looks like we've got some bandits in here.
No handle? How does it open?
Impossible to be lockpicked, this thing. But the door has 12 health. Could attack it, but before we do, I would like to figure out if I can put my new sword on. Ah, party view. Here we go. So, should just be a case of dragging and dropping, I suppose. That looks cool. Not sure about his technique there. A bit burning his hand a bit, but
No handle?
let's try attacking
How
it.
does it open?
And it works. Leave that be. Do we even want to have a random fight with this person? I wonder. We have the option to charm person. Unfortunately not. She saved herself. Well, I'm not going to be the first one to
Despite everything.
to strike actually, so I'm going to wait and see what she does.
Hey, someone's in here.
Okay. Fair enough. She's getting it. She can't really move, I don't think, for Tav. I wonder if I can jump over him. Suppose I can. And then perhaps use the rest of her move. Let's get a fireball off. Don't want to get too close to those. They look very much explodable. Oil barrels. Yeah, we're not about those.
Time to push my again.
I don't have enough movement to make it, unfortunately. Wonder if we can get a little bit closer with the jump. Yes, we can. A little bit grim, but there you have it. You did shoot at us. Barton. What else we got? Chefre. Torga. Another party by the looks, and also Hasid. These guys have got a fair bit of elf. Wonder if we can do this. There's only one way to find out, I suppose. Lucky. We're very lucky there. Darn. Alright. What's our best move? Could be facing a wipe here. I think let's go for a guiding bolt on this guy. And then a slight retreat, if I can.
Another fight. Let's go.
See if we can just finish him first. Fortunately, I did just spend a little bit of my movement in doing that. And also another bit of a retreat, get to a more advantageous position if we can. Can't quite make it all the way, but again, better than nothing. He's gonna have to spend his what would be his attack now, you see, to do a dash. Which should hopefully give us the advantage on the next round of combat. Now he's just ran over near that barrel, so it's got to be worth a shot. Got to be worth a shot. It is worth a shot. Because we've just taken them out of the fight. Perfect. I think Shadowheart's pretty well placed right here, and probably would best spend her last bit of her move with a heal, top herself off.
Blood comes easy these days.
Now she's got very little health. I think it could well be worth a lacerate. Yes, we've just killed her outright. That's pretty nifty. All we've got left to deal with now is Barton, who looks like he's wielding daggers. So I think we're just going to leave Tav in the doorway. So if he wants to attack... Okay, fair enough. He outplayed us a bit there. He's going to have to go through him first. We can protect our slightly weaker party member. Let's go for Firebolt. Miss, unfortunately. And then another reposition. Get her slightly out of the way again.
Potent is ever easy.
Let's go for a jump. Over some hat fire. And cleave him in twain. Nice. I'm pretty pleased we got away with that. Take a short rest to restore some of your hit points, and warlocks also restore their spell slots. You can take 2 short rests, and then you need a long rest as well, using a full camp and supplies. So let's do that. Short rest. Cool. Go ahead and loot everybody, I suppose. I think we're more buffed about just the gold and perhaps it's poison. We already looted that unfortunate chap. That's pretty valuable. The leather armor, we'll pick that up. Not exactly sure just how much I can actually carry in my inventory, you see. And now there was just one person left alive. Sorry. Left to loot. Maybe I've done them all. No matter. Here we are now in a chapel by the looks of things with a full-on library. There's a plaque to inspect.
Something the matter?
Yes, you keep standing in the way, Shadowheart.
You do not recognize the language on the plaque.
Now I wonder, if I move Tav out of the way slightly.
A long way to go still.
Try to read
text
this
is ancient.
with
A
Shadowheart.
dedication to a forgotten god?
Fine dust coats the pages of this weathered book. Beneath the bone white powder, hundreds of short obituaries are recorded in tiny script. Okay. Not too much of interest just there. Little chest, we'll leave that alone. Alright, I really feel like this would be worth more investigation, but for the sake of kind of getting on with it, let's do just that. I guess this is maybe where they got in. Broken down wall. By the look of things. So much stuff to investigate and check out on this game. Really is right up my alley. Let's go ahead and check out this lever on the wall. Ooh, commence battle. Who with now? Andorn, a level 2 human. Who appears to be just round the corner on the map.
Another step forward.
Looter's trunk. I guess there was one more. Alright.
Dark Lady, help me strike true.
Let's see if we can just get into
Got to press on.
interview with Shadowheart so she can perhaps land some kind of attack. Not quite, unfortunately. Not quite. Fancies it. Ooh, okay. That's a big old smack. He's feeling that one. Let's try and finish him with a pommel strike too.
Thoroughly unconscious.
Ooh.
They were up.
Bandit's key. Held by a bandit guarding the entrance of a cliffside chapel. Alrighty. We'll take that. Leave the rest of it. I'll not leave him nude. And while we could just kill him, don't really see the point. He's weak. No real threat to us. Alright.
All sorts of loot in that thing. Don't you want to be rich?
Seems... Ooh, we've got two fairly high level characters to fight over here. Warin, Bilana, Gimblebok, and Taman. And I think we're actually going to leave it at that. I'm not going to I'm not going to experience everything. And I'll just say, if you've enjoyed the video, please do leave a like for me, and hopefully it'll help it reach more people who might be interested in this kind of thing. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you've enjoyed, and hopefully if you liked it, I'll see you in another one. See you later.